What do you get when you find a group of students? It doesn't have to be many. Maybe like 6. And you give them a box of robot parts. Well, the next thing you know, they're on the floor building a robot. And then you sign them up for a competition and see what they can do.
We had a group of kids, and everyone was like, what are those guys doing? That's pretty cool.
They don't do incredibly well. They place 8th in the province. But that's not the important part. The important part is a dream is born. A dream to do more.
They were wanting to try things different, and that led to kind of a collective metacognition within the group, where they all saw the big picture.
You can't just stop and look at the little pieces, you have to look at all of the big ones.
So you keep going. Before school, after school.
The hours are long, you stay after for quite a bit of time, it becomes a regular part of your life. It really teaches you on how to manage your time and prioritize what you have to do.
You build, you fail, but you fail forward and you learn.
It can be like really hard to, keep failing and keep learning, but in the end you gotta remember you're learning from all these experiences.
Just the way that everyone immediately dropped their differences and just said, okay, this is what we need to do, let's do it.
And I think you can really apply that to everything in life, where if you don't succeed, or even if you do succeed, you can always do better.
Fail, you move forward, you learn.
Then you fundraise, you get better hardware. It opens up new possibilities. Next thing you know, you have a logo. But that's not the important part. The important part is that a team is born, a team who wants to do more, a community, a sense of pride.
We're all one group of people who love to do the same thing.
We are the Springbank Robotics team.
You are representing your entire home.
We did this is our country, our province.
It's a community of people who like being nerds, really.
I think it's a community or like family pretty much. Showing your support for other people, being inclusive of everybody. That's including different cultures, different genders.
Born from the Rockies and prairies in the heart of Canada, we are here for our farmers, our medical workers, our workers who live and rely on cutting-edge technologies, always pushing the envelope.
I think it's really important to develop these skills early on before I get to universities.
Yeah, and I think robots is really going to be the future.
3D printers, competitions, metal, entrepreneurship, laser cutters, CNC, coding, problem solving, lifelong connections.
Responsibility and
Confidence, guys. Come on.
Next thing you know, you look back and the legacy of those 6 students building robots on the floor is so much bigger than any of us.
And the success that's met by that original group has a ripple effect, where we have alumni who come back and support our team.
Cool to think that, from what this program started as barely making it to provincials, barely even having enough materials to build a robot in a year, to now having 3 really strong teams.
It's the biggest program in the school. The lab is state of the art. If you can dream it, you can build it.
I really like to make something and call it mine.
I like doing stuff with my hands.
Wanting to be in this room and building a new thing.
And learning how to use the laser machine and a 3D printer.
Create my own ideas.
Working with my hands is something that I definitely really like.
And just building something.
It's always nice to walk into that in the morning.
Build on any ideas I have.
It really inspires us to think about what we could do.
I never really realized that I liked to do things like this until I got here.
And honestly, really, once I got in the room, I just found a group of people that was so passionate and so incredibly excited about what they do.
Everyone is super friendly, super nice, super welcoming.
Become really proud in what the room does.
A room built for hard workers and big dreamers.
The room is full of energy.
On the surface, it's just an engineering program, come learn how to do robots, but really when you get down and you get into the program, you realize it's a lot more than that.
The team part, the leadership part.
It's also about learning the team dynamic.
Working with people, managing projects.
One student wants to explore biomedical engineering, the next wants to be an entrepreneur, and the one after that wants to build robots for Disney.
Hey R2, so this is one of our projects that we also have here, and you can see the scale up of our program as we go from grade 9 to 12. We start up an engineering and design program next year, and it's really student driven.
They keep competing. And then, it happens. First in Alberta. You go to Houston to represent your community on the world stage. That next step, that next challenge, the next chapter in our story.
I got really inspired for next year's.
And we love every moment. Lifelong memories are formed.
You know, we try our best here.
It's one of those things where there's a lot of pressure on you, but it's really a nice opportunity to have.
It's good to connect with people of similar interests.
You can dream it and you can work towards it, it'll happen.
I definitely feel a sense of pride competing with my team and the people who have helped us get to this point.
Put it all in, you'll get it all out.
I honestly think there is not a more deserving team. They are just so incredible. They've worked so hard to get to this point.
Persistence is the key to success, and if you work for it and you think hard and you get a group, a bunch of people that you can really trust and really work strong with, you can make amazing things happen.
So why do we do it?
And it's fun.
I think I do it just because, like, it's something that I love.
Like we got to meet so many people.
It's pretty cool. We got to meet a lot of interesting people.
It's fun.
I don't know, I love being around robots and building them.
Fun to kind of bring an idea to life.
And building things is really fun, so.
Because we love it. The excitement of it all and the thrill of the process to inspire the next generation. We are those students who will not go quietly into that good night. We are dreamers, we are Canadian, and we are proud.
A great opportunity to prove that you can be great.
They see the opportunity before them and they're not afraid. I want them to dream so big that the light from them just lights up the whole room and they want to take on the world.
In 20, 30 years, you can look back and be like, wow, I did that. And you have something that, like, even your older self can look back and be like, wow, that was still really cool.
So what do you get? You get a legacy that'll stand the test of time and an amazing story.
Be good to the people who love you.
Yeah, that one too.